But I got a question for you because today is going to be super fun. What do Zuckerberg, Edison, Ford, I'm thinking of other people else is out there. Oh, Bill Gates. Carney. What do they all have in common?
Rockefeller.
What do they have in common?
Besides being filthy rich and really powerful.
Well, there's a reason they were really
powerful.
Yeah.
They all belong to Masterminds.
And here's the funny part.
Ben Franklin,
yep, he did.
He was a pretty good guy.
Pretty smart
guy.
Did okay.
Had a funky haircut, but who am I one to talk about?
For the time, he had the first super mullet.
He had the super mullet.
Bald on top, hanging in the back.
I could bring that back.
That would be money. That would be money. But the reason we're going to talk today about masterminds, and not that you need to join any one mastermind, but you need to find a group that pushes you and helps you get better.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like ice cream, right? Masterminds like ice cream. Some people like vanilla, some people like chocolate, some people like strawberry, some people are like my son Ty that like to mix all of it together and eat it at once.
Cookie dough?
Well, Ty would eat anything. But the point being is our mastermind that we're starting, our no-cost mastermind that we're very excited about, that we launched last week, may not be a good fit for you. And that's okay. Everybody's personalities are different. Everybody receives information differently. Dave and I have a very specific approach to things.
And it scares some people.
It does. Some people don't like that intensity level, but that's okay. That's okay. What we're saying is not you don't have to join ours, but join a mastermind. If you can't find one, start a mastermind. If you don't know how to start a mastermind, call us. We'll help you start a mastermind. But just get involved in a mastermind group because the synergy and the exchange of ideas and information you get from these things is so powerful.
So the point of a mastermind, and I'm going to use a quote from one of the many books that we've read over our time because we're always reading. It says, when you surround yourself with business people who are excited, passionate, and energetic about the challenges they're presented with, you can't help but feel the same way. Look, owning a business is a daily grind, and it stresses you out.
No.
I don't care who you are. I mean, the weight of the world's on your shoulder. You have employees you have to take care of, and you don't have a place to let it go and realize that you're not alone and share. So that's what a mastermind is all about.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about it all the time that if you're the owner of a business or the CEO or executive of the business, who do you talk to? The answer is no one. Because everybody's looking to you for the answers, and now there's a good paradigm shift going on in that world right now, and we've seen it, where people are becoming much more collaborative in their approach to leadership. Not everybody, but we're starting to see that shift, and that's a healthy, good thing to get input from all levels of an organization, to hear from people. I've always thought it was ironic if you had somebody that never leaves the office, but they're making decisions about the field without talking to somebody in the field.
Just do what I told you to do. Yeah. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. And so
in an email.
In an email
to everybody.
But you've got to communicate with people in your sphere of influence. You got to hear from them. You got to hear the stuff that's not fun to hear.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're the owner of a company and you're doing things wrong, you need to create a culture to where people feel empowered to say, "Hey, boss, have you thought about this?" Right?
Yeah.
And that's okay. That's what a healthy organization does. The days of pounding on tables and directing people have been dead for a long, long time. Just some folks haven't figured that out yet.
So it's interesting. You brought up a word, your organizational culture, and how you can share that. We have so many business owners that think a plan or getting the right specialist in to look at is going to fix their culture. Look, I'm telling you right now, if you don't have feedback as a leader as to honest, open feedback as to how you're performing from your peer group, other leaders, you can hire all the consultants you want to. You can hire all the specialists you want to come in yours. It ain't going to fix it. Well, because the problem may be you.
Well, and we've seen it. I mean, with our clients, we've lived this with our clients to where we'll start an engagement and we do it's like building a house. You got foundational stuff in consulting, just like you do building a house. So you got to pour the foundation, right? You got to make sure everything's level. You got to make everything's plumb, everything's where it's supposed to be. And you can lay out a perfect plan. The leader of that organization can acknowledge, oh yeah, that's great. But if they won't do the work personally, if they won't take a look at themselves and figure out what do I need to change about how I'm approaching things, it doesn't matter.
Well, the guy leveling the foundation and checking the cement, if you've pissed him off, he's not going to care what kind of job he does.
No.
If you're not taking care of him, he's not going to care. He doesn't care about you.
Right.
He's going to take care of your people.
Right. And I think masterminds, to bring it back to mastermind, the greatest thing about a mastermind is that communication back and forth with folks that are in similar situations you're in. They're going to have experienced things that you haven't yet. They're going to have walked out challenges within their organization that maybe you're going through right now. They can share what their experience was. How did they approach it? It's invaluable stuff. I mean, it's unbelievable how important these kind of communications are for a business owner. Unbelievable.
So with that, let's talk a little bit about our mastermind we're starting. It's called the Bebo Mastermind. So you're Bebos.
Bebos. We'll
be Bebos. That's the tribe. It's bold entrepreneurs and business owners. It's a private group on Facebook, and we're going to use a group to share stuff. And what we're going to do is weekly, Phil and I are going to pop in and meet and answer questions and kind of moderate challenges you're facing in a free format. And we'll do that for about an hour a week to give you an opportunity to ask questions and share with each other. What we want to do is build a group that's connecting, business leaders connecting and working with each other across America.
Yeah.
This is a nationwide mastermind. We don't care how many people are in it. Like I said, we'll come in for an hour a week and moderate and answer questions and give you an opportunity to get feedback and work on your business and get help from other business owners.
Yeah.
We'll probably go live and have people jump in there with us, but we'll make it fun and exciting. And we're going to start that. The group is open now to sign up. It's a private group, so go on and sign up. I'll put a link below this. But if you want to be a part of this, join us. This is about helping you get better. It's about meeting our goal of 1,000 businesses in 10 years.
Yeah, and that's the big deal. That's our battle cry. Everything we do, all of our battle rhythms we set, everything's towards how can we help 1,000 businesses in 10 years. And that's a lofty goal, but we feel like this no-cost mastermind is going to play a big part in that. And I think when we had the conversation about, hey, because there's a lot of groups out there that charge for their masterminds, we could charge for our mastermind, but we just felt like we needed to do it this way because there's so many people out there, and we've said this before, that maybe don't have the disposable income right now that could really benefit from this structure. So we're not real popular with other people doing masterminds, but that's okay, because we want to stay focused on the ultimate goal, which is to help people run better, more efficient, more enjoyable, with healthy culture businesses.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
It's that simple. And if you're a veteran and you're trying to start a business and you want that veteran mentality, you definitely want to join this group because Phil and I are both veterans, Air Force Special Operator, Air Force pilot, 23 years, 8-9 years here for Phil. We get it. And the crazy part is you're going to meetings right now if you're transitioning out of the military into civilian life. And if it's anything like what I went through, you're like, really?
Well, you feel lost.
Yeah,
you go from a culture where everything is unit cohesion and working together, and you have a common cause, and it's very structured with training, and it's very, we talk about all the time how every assignment you have, you're always training for the next thing.
Yep.
In the military, it doesn't matter if
there's a checklist.
Yeah, there's a checklist
and a book,
and it was very clear, and you knew what you needed to do. You get in the private sector, that doesn't really exist. It's some organizations may have things similar to it, but it just doesn't exist out there. And so I think, we want to help veterans. When Dave and I merged our firms years ago, we talked about with veterans, if somebody needs help, if they're a veteran needs help, we're not, we do a lot of pro bono work with veterans. If they're just starting out, trying to figure out what to do, because we want to help our brother and sister veterans launch their businesses, have success, and just enjoy their life post military service, and that's something that's very near and dear to our heart. So
I mean, the reality of it is that when you get out and you go to an organization, they're going to say, here's your desk, here's your computer, best of luck, in most cases. Mm-hmm. And they're going to log your keystrokes, and they're going to do other things that you're not used to seeing, and you're going to have to figure it out. Now, you're an operator, you got it, you'll figure it out, no doubt, but it's not what you're used to, so take a deep breath and get ready. And here's the other thing, and Phil and I've talked about this a lot, the transition of dealing with people outside of the military and dealing with people that have never lived that life, you are going to scare the living bejesus out of them. I mean,
I spent 7 years, everybody thinking I was mad at him. And I was like, I'm not mad. I'm literally not mad. So now I got to carry the cross on some of that.
Sure.
I I do have the worst body language in the history of the world.
He didn't hide anything yet.
No. So maybe I